Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to discuss all the answers of the question bank paper 1 PG English first year under Netaji Subhash Open University. So let's start. Question number 1. To which period of Chaucer's literary career is the Canterbury Tales ascribed? Answer is English period. It is also called the last period. Question number 2. How many pilgrims does the narrator of the general prologue to the Canterbury Tales talk of? Answer is 30. Question number 3. What is Chaucer's predominant metaphor to describe springtime in the opening lines of the general prologue? Answer is procreation. Question number 4. How many poems make up Spenser's sonnet sequence Amorti? Answer is 89. Question number 5. What does ever fixed in Shakespeare's sonnet 116 refer to? Answer is pole star. Question number 6. In Shakespeare's sonnet 130, what color is done? Answer is brown. Question number 7. What is the central of Donne's poem The Canonization? Answer is the lovers have been canonized. Question number 8. What is the genesis of Dryden's long poem Absalom and Achitophel? Answer is the history of the Popish plot. Question number 9. What was Pope's purpose behind writing Epistle to Dr. Arbuthnot? Answer is correction to social maladies. Question number 10. How many detailed portraits of contemporary personages do we find in Epistle to Dr. Arbuthnot? Answer is 3. Atticus, Bufo and Sporus. Question number 11. As poem proper Paradise Lost in Midas Race, what does Midas Race mean? Answer is in the middle. Question number 12. In Paradise Lost, who is the archfiend? Answer is Satan. Question number 13. What was the original name of Wordsworth's poem Resolution and Independence? Answer is The Leech Gatherer. Question number 14. In Paradise Lost, who famously says, better to reign in hell than serve in heaven? Answer is Satan. Question number 15. Of which famous garden are we reminded of in Coleridge's description of Kubla Khan's garden? Answer is Garden of Eden. Question number 16. In which poem does John Keats write, a rosy sanctuary will I dress? Answer is Ode to Psyche. Question number 17. In Ode to Nightingale, which is the operative word connecting stanzas 7 and 8 and giving a dramatic twist to the poem? Answer is forlorn. Question number 18. In Ode to a Grecian urn, why is the bride still unravished? Answer is she is carved on the urn. Question number 19. In what light does the modern reader necessarily perceive a text like in memoriam? Answer is historical piece. Question number 20. In the School of Gypsy, what is the poet's attitude towards the gypsy? Answer is an adult towards a child. Question number 21. In Andrea del Sarto, what is the name of Andrea's wife? Answer is Lucrezia. Question number 22. What is the steadfast rock that Emily Bronte refers to in her poem No Coward Soul? Answer is God's immortality. Question number 23. What is the subtitle of Hopkins' poem The Wind Hover? Answer is To Christ Our Lord. Question number 24. From which collection of W.B. Yeats' poetry is the poem Sailing to Byzantium taken? Answer is The Tower. Question number 25. What is Byzantium in Sailing to Byzantium? Answer is a symbol. Question number 26. In which year was The Wasteland published? Answer is 1922. Question number 27. What makes Arden's unknown citizen unknown? Answer is number. Question number 28. What is the first aspect that strikes a reader of this bread I break? Answer is recondite nature. Question number 29. What is the predominant metaphor on which the poem The Whitsun Weddings is built up? Answer is metaphor of marriage. Question number 30. In a poem like Hog Roasting, to what effect does Ted Hughes use animal imagery? Answer is philosophical or metaphorical truth. Question number 31. On whose life the book of the Duchess based? Answer is Death of Blanche, the wife of Chaucer's patron John of Gaunt. Question number 32. To which period of Chaucer's career is Troilus and Cressida ascribed? Answer is Italian period. Question number 33. Which day does the Parliament of Fowls describe? Answer is Valentine's Day. Question number 34. What is the name of the host of the Tabatin in the Canterbury Tales? Answer is Harry Bailey. Question number 35. I know I have the body but of a weak and feeble woman, but I have the heart of a king and of a king of England too. Who uttered this at Tilbury? Answer is Queen Elizabeth. Question number 36. Sonnets of Amorti are about a woman. Who was she? Answer is Elizabeth Boyle. Question number 37. Spenser's Amorti is unprecedented Puritan humanist adaptation of the sonnet sequence to a relationship which ends in marriage. Who said this? Alan Sinfield. Question number 38. How many books were planned for the Fairy Queen by Spenser? Answer is 24 books. Question number 39. How many 5-foot iambic lines are there in a Spenserian stanza? Answer is 9. Question number 40. Thy lovers withering as thy sweet self growest. Who is addressed in this line by Shakespeare? Answer is Youth, or his friend, or a lovely boy. Question number 41. Nor Mars his sword, nor war's quick fire shall burn. Who is Mars in this line? Answer is God of War. Question number 42. What is implied by the statement that Shakespeare's sonnet 130 goes against the traditional love poems? Answer is Shakespeare counters all conventional description of the lady. Question number 43. Who used the term metaphysical for the first time? Answer is Dr. Samuel Johnson. Question number 44. Who found unified sensibility in the metaphysical poets? Answer is T.S. Eliot. Question number 45. What does palsy means in the poem The Canonization? Answer is paralysis. Question number 46. The mind that ocean-where is kind does straight its own resemblance find. What figure of speech is used in these lines? Answer is metaphor. Question number 47. Who is targeted in Absalom and Ahithophel? Answer is the Earl of Shaftesbury, the leader of the Whig party, Anthony Ashley Cooper, or Ahithophel. Question number 48. Who are the Jebusites in Absalom and Ahithophel? Answer is Roman Catholics and the Levites, the dissenting clergy. Question number 49. Who is Atticus in Epistle to Dr. Urban Note? Answer is Joseph Addison. Question number 50. Who does Milton invoke in Paradise Lost? Answer is Heavenly Muse. Question number 51. What is the Dorian mood referred to in Paradise Lost? Answer is a kind of Greek music. Question number 52. Which poem is the contrary piece of The Lamp? Answer is The Tiger. Question number 53. Which poem is the star of the 1798 Lyrical Ballads? Answer is Tintin Abbey. Question number 54. What does Wordsworth portray in the poem Resolution and Independence? Question is, in support of the old man narrated in the poem, or infirmity in old age, or moral generalization about life, or mundane account of his life. Question number 55. Which literary piece inspired the poem Kubla Khan? Answer is Church's Pilgrimage. Question number 56. What does Alistair represent in the titular poem? Answer is a youth, uncorrupted feelings, and adventurous genius. Question number 57. Which poem is the source of the line where beauty cannot keep her lustrous eyes or new love pine at them beyond tomorrow? Answer is Ode to Nightingale. Question number 58. Who is the subject of In Memoriam? Answer is Arthur Henry Hallam. Question number 59. As what type of poetry is the scholar gypsy usually considered? Answer is pastoral elegy. Question number 60. What is the most important characteristic of dramatic monologue? Answer is a single person who is patently not the poet uttered the entire poem in a specific situation at a critical moment, or the speaker usually addresses with one or more pupil. Thank you very much for watching this video. For more videos, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.